A legendary troll arrived uninvited and tore open the roof of a bar. Strangely enough, people who clearly didn't value their lives actually wanted to take photos with the monster. This handsome-looking creature came straight out of Nordic fairy tales. As far back as 1,000 years ago, trolls once coexisted peacefully with humans, but with the rise of the church, they were labeled as embodiments of evil. Under the leadership of King Olaf, their entire race was on the verge of extinction. It wasn't until 1,000 years later that these giants finally saw the light of day again. Nora is an expert in mythological studies. Influenced by her father, she became obsessed with the legend of trolls at a very young age. One afternoon, her friend Andre suddenly paid her a visit. He had taken on a secret mission and needed her help. The two took a helicopter to a long-abandoned power station. However, the place was heavily guarded by soldiers, and what they were protecting was hidden underground. The troll in front of them had been in a deep slumber ever since it was discovered last century. To ensure safety, the cave was filled with ultraviolet lights to make sure it could be turned into stone at any moment. Scientists had spent years studying its physiology and even tried to awaken it, but all attempts to no avail. Nora, however, knew their true purpose was far more than mere scientific research. She pretended to go to the restroom, then quietly slipped onto the sky bridge and took an elevator down to the bottom. The troll was still asleep, unaware of the human's arrival. Nora walked up to it and placed her palm on its nose, then softly hummed a Norwegian folk song her father had taught her. Suddenly, the staff responsible for monitoring the troll noticed signs of life flashing on the instruments. But Nora hadn't realized that it was waking up. Just as she was about to turn around and leave, the troll made a sound. After sleeping for 100 years, the troll clearly hadn't expected to be surrounded by so many humans. It noticed the iron chains around its wrists, and its emotions began to grow restless. The chief scientist Marion immediately ordered the ultraviolet lights to begin warming up, ready to press the button the moment something went wrong. But in the face of such a massive beast, everyone was understandably nervous. Realizing something was wrong, Nora rushed toward the elevator as the troll grabbed the iron chain in its hand. Luckily, it was a close call. The staff fled in panic, and in just a moment of hesitation, one man was stepped on and flattened like a piece of paper. Fortunately, Andre's wife knew where the back exit was, and the four of them managed to escape in a sorry state. The troll merely glanced at them before turning its head and walking into the depths of the forest without looking back. With the military's help, everyone was transferred to a military base, and soon the Prime Minister of Norway arrived as well. It turned out he had long known of the